Deputies responded to a shooting here at the apartment complex, 16,000 block of Ella. When they arrived, they found a black male deceased. He's in his early 20s. He was deceased from apparent gunshot wounds. Deputies were able to determine that the victim had gotten into a physical altercation with a suspect earlier tonight, about 11 p.m. That altercation ended. The suspect left. He came back. There was a second altercation, physical altercation, and then subsequently the victim was shot during that altercation. Right now we are trying to determine the victim. The suspect fled the scene in a black 2019 Cadillac DTS with paper tags on it. He left the scene with a female who is the current girlfriend of the suspect, and the victim is the ex-boyfriend of the suspect. Both those people left the scene, and we believe that they may have left with two minor kids, a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old. So at this time, we're trying to identify the kids, and we are working the scene to get the suspect identified, positively identified. Questions?
You don't know if the kid, is he the father of the kids, the victim?
No, we have not been able to determine who the father is of the kids.
Is there also an 11-year-old involved?
There was an 11-year-old here at the house as well. There were 4 kids here at the house, an 11-year-old, check here. At the time of the shooting, there were 4 kids: a 1-year-old, an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
So the 11-year-old and the 6-year-old are still in the home when you guys arrived, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And is the victim here the father of the 11-year-old or the 6-year-old?
There again, we haven't determined who the biological fathers are of any of the kids.
Do we know why the victim came to this apartment complex? Was it to see the family, to see his ex-girlfriend or one of the kids?
My understanding is that the victim sometimes, off and on, stay at this apartment, and he's here off and on.
Did the children witness the shooting?
At this time, there is no indication that any of the kids saw the actual shooting. They did witness a physical altercation between the two, though.
Do we know what the first altercation was about earlier in the day, excuse me?
No, we do not know what that altercation was about.
Did that altercation take place here as well?
That altercation took place inside the apartment. The suspect left, came back, and there was a second altercation. And during that second altercation is when the victim was shot.
What stands out to you about this deadly shooting?
It's very complex. Of course, it's a very fluid investigation, and we're still trying to iron out all the relationships and all of the parties that were involved and who was inside the apartment. So it's kind of a complex investigation.
Greg, can you tell us about the female? Is she the mother of any of the kids?
We have not been able to determine that. That's one of the things that's taken so long, is we're trying to determine who the parents are of all the kids inside the apartment.
Is it possible that both altercations were due to wanting to take the kids?
That's possible. There again, that's speculation. Until we can talk to the female or the suspect, we won't know what the altercation and argument was about. No one inside the apartment has been able to tell us anything about what that conflict was about.
Is there anybody else inside the apartment besides the kids and those 2 people that fled?
There was one adult female inside.
Is she being cooperative?
She is.
Can she shed any light? What is she telling you?
She's telling us what she knows, and it's not very much, but she's telling us a sequence of events, but she doesn't have a lot of information in terms of identifications or who these kids are or who they belong to.
And again, the shooting was outside the apartment, so you guys are trying to look for surveillance video and witnesses, is that right? Talk to me about the next stages of your investigation.
Well, we'll kind of let the investigation lead us. So obviously we will try to locate any additional witnesses. We'll try to see if we can locate some surveillance. We also will be trying to locate the suspect and the female along with the two kids. So we're going to have several things going on at one time.
So will there be an Amber Alert issued with the two children being gone as well?
That is very likely, yes.
So they're in danger? The two younger children could be in danger?
Well, I can just say this, that they were taken by the male who just committed a felony by shooting individuals. So I wouldn't take their safety for granted that they are okay.
If anybody knows the family or anybody related to the people involved, who should they contact?
Well, they should contact Harris County Sheriff's Office through our non-emergency number, 221-713-221-6000. Or if they want to remain anonymous, they can contact Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS.
What if somebody sees that car? What would you tell them? What would the procedure be?
The procedure is simply don't try to do any kind of apprehensions. Just call 911, get that information to the 911 operators, and they will get an officer, the nearest officer to them.
And the outstanding male and female, what should they do? Who should they contact?
The outstanding male and female?
Correct.
Oh yeah, we would love for them to contact the sheriff's office, contact our office. Again, they can call that same number, 713-221-6000, and we would love to talk to them.
Greg, talk to us about weapons. Did the victim have a weapon? Or was there a weapon recovered at the scene? How did that all play out?
From what we can tell right now, there were handguns involved, and we don't know if the victim had a handgun. And we haven't recovered one. So we're still processing the scene. Maybe we can come up with one later, but as of right now, we haven't discovered any weapons.
You said handguns plural. Talk to me about that.
That's mistakenly, it's a handgun. We believe that a handgun was involved.
Does it seem like the suspect took the female and the two kids by force? We have that information at this time?
No, we believe that the female left willingly with them.
And
Okay.
to be clear, Greg, that the kids were in the apartment for both altercations.
Yes, my understanding is they were there for both altercations. Good. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.